So I understand like the opioids, like the Percocets and all that shit, they feel good.
Yeah.
But my only thing about them is like, I don't like to feel down.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like they make you feel like this.
Nah, those are them new shits with the fentanyl inside. Them shits is terrible.
So the old ones didn't make you feel like that?
Nah, those shits had you with a cape on, like you
really?
wilding out. Yeah, the
Wow.
bananas.
I don't know. I think it's more about there was different stages. When I took the opioids, like when I first took them, I was taking morphine, whatever. It's all like a little different chemical makeup, but they basically all like heroin, morphine.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's all basically the same. It produces the same.
But it's a downer, right?
Yeah.
And
if you take too much.
It's not really a downer. It's more like of a painkiller.
Yeah.
It feels the pain, but because anytime I took a Percocet or oxycodone, but for whatever reason, like I had hurt my back in the gym, and I had some, but it always made me feel like drowsy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Everybody's different, but it does. It says it on the box.
In the beginning,
on the
I
bottle.
would want to do everything. I would want to power wash my house.
That too. Yeah, I get hyper.
Shovel snow with no shirt on.
And then you be scratching.
And then eventually,
all day.
And then eventually, because you know why you scratch? Your body, it makes your body release histamine, and that histamine is what makes you scratch. And like people say, like, oh, Lee, because they know I did dope and all that. I never shot it. I snorted and all that. And people used to say, how come when you see these people nodding out, they never fall on the floor? And I always say, because when you're on those pills, the only way to really feel the potential of, the power
is to feel it. That's the high right there. Yeah,
to let everything go.
Yeah.
You gotta let everything go.
So
that's why you never fall.
Right.
You're fully conscious and aware of what's going on. You're letting everything go to totally be taken.
I heard that.
By the seduction of the drug, and it's just like everything's gone.
You grew up in the Bronx.
I grew up in Yonkers.
In Yonkers.
Yes.
And you did that movie. You in a classic movie on Everything I Love. I didn't know that you was gonna be here. I walked in my son's room this morning, and he was watching Bronx Tale.
Oh, really?
This morning.
Wow. That's got to be some son.
That's your son right there?
That's my son.
That's fire.
Wow. And he said he was 21.
21, right?
I told him the movie's older than him. The
This is what I'm saying.
32
This
years
is what
old.
I'm saying. Classic, and it's classic in our culture, right?
Yes, sir.
So how when you shot the movie?
I was 15 when they found me on the beach.
Right.
And then I turned 16 when we did the movie, 1992.
And so your trajectory at that point was to go up.
Absolutely.
What happened?
Drugs,
So you got introduced to drugs really early.
Well, yeah, I started smoking weed on the set. I never even did that. I was drinking first, and then with the kid who shot Sonny in the movie, he drove me home one night from work, and he had some weed in the car, and I smoked with him. So then I got curious. I thought I was high, but I wasn't. And then I kept doing that, and then shit was just happening so easy. From that movie, and then I went to another big movie, and then to another big movie. So it's like, you know how it is. You feel invincible. Everybody wants to be your friend.
Right.
You're going out every night of the week.
Yeah, you remember Jason Williams from the Nets when he got that big contract? Niggas just like this.
Right.
Him wilding through the city.
He'd tell you stories like I used to get I did a lot of coke and stuff. I used to get very paranoid. You know that like paranoid psychosis. I would think people in the wall. And he was in my documentary. He spoke all about it. He had this big estate in New Jersey. It was called Who Knew Estates. Because who knew he was going to be this big? And you're on the thing. And he had a party. Jay-Z was there. Charles Oakley was there, Michael, everybody was there. I remember Jay-Z and them were playing dice. When I first got there, that's when I walked in. A 9-hole golf course in his house. And
he had a golf course in the crib?
Yeah, right outside. And this was like a benefit because his mom had Parkinson's disease. So he had this book, and this was what the whole party was for. And he tells a story that I used to get so whacked out, I couldn't even talk, and I used to get like that. And the party was on a Saturday, and I used to get whacked out. This place had like 30 bedrooms. And he talks about it in the documentary. He says, I was downstairs in one of the bedrooms. He goes, I don't even remember why I went down there. It was 3 days later, and I'm still down there, whacked out, running around his house.
What was the drug?
Well,
he was on coke right there.
Yeah, I like to snort coke. It was alcohol, then the weed, and then went to the coke. And then I like to smoke the crack, and then the heroin. And then I jumped out of a car.
So hold on. So you was doing dope and coke and crack all at the same time?
Well, it was
all in the same era.
Yeah, well, the crack came later. But I jumped out of a car one night being paranoid. Thought my friends were going to kill me.
That's off the coke?
Crack. Yeah. No, from the coke. And then I started taking the pain pills. And that's how that started. And then I went from that. And it's hard to get, because people were getting killed in the street. Remember that that one case in Long Island when they shot up that dude shot up the whole pharmacy, killed like 7 people in there. His girlfriend was outside.
I remember that.
Car. Yeah,
He wanted the opiates. He wanted the opiates.
Literally, it was a massacre, and ever
Opiates.
since that case, the opiates, everything was. They started cracking down, and that's why a lot of people went to heroin after that.
That shit got
Right.
Yeah,
because it's similar.
Yeah,
The pills are too
So
expensive.
you basically was doing everything.
yeah.
And what
Like I
about?
said, I never shot dope.
But what up? Right. But what about like at no time did you feel like, damn, my career?
No, because it just happened. Everything was happening so fast.
Right.
That's why I
It's
didn't work
partying.
for it. Yeah,
Right.
but I didn't really work for it. So I was like, I really didn't earn it, so I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have. And I kind of just was like, all right, whatever, let's go.
Right,
And
that's-
then you get deeper and deeper into it,
yeah.
and then you realize, I can't stop. I can't stop.
Same thing with the opiates.
Even if I want to,
Yeah.
I can't stop.
What about your family and all that? How did they?
They were good. I mean, listen, they I don't know if you know my story, but I got in a lot of trouble. Went to rob a house for my friend. Well, they said
Right.
we
That
got
was in the paper. Yeah.
It was a shootout with a cop.
Yeah, yep.
And the cop got killed.
Right.
I got shot. My friend got shot.
You did a bid for that.
Yeah. I had a murder charge, beat it at trial, and got convicted of a burglary. An attempt, not even a burglary, an attempt to commit a burglary. And they gave me 10 years for that. So, but it
yeah,
changed my
I remember
life,
that.
though. It was the best.
So you've been home now? How long?
I've been home since the end of 2013, New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I remember that though.
I know
that
you
shit
did.
was huge.
You did
Yeah,
some
I
time.
did some time.
And you've been home, he said, 20 years
I've been
now?
home 20 years.
Wow.
But see, my thing is, I did time. I was not in no industry. You see, I was never in a, music business or any kind of theatrical anything. So I didn't get into the business until after I came home.
So prior to that, had you ever wanted to be a
Never.
rapper?
No.
How did you
Or-
get
No,
into the business?
never.
So
never.
would you say the fact that now, because rap, like when you're a rapper, it's all about being authentic and real.
Right.
Do you feel that now that you have entered that realm of authenticity, now it's like you are real, you're in jail, you're doing, and you are in a situation which a lot of rappers talk about, but you're there. Do you feel that maybe could have inspired and motivated you? Because now you got that leg up.
The thing about me wanting to do music, I had never done music ever in my life. I had never dreamed about it, never thought about it, never even contemplated. But it wasn't until I was in prison that I came up with the idea of that, which it was really by chance. I used to get in a lot of trouble in prison, like, so I was always in the box. Everything that the New York State got built, I've been in. Southport, Bread Loaf Diet.
5 points.
Everything. I was there when they built 5 Points. So I was in S Blocks, which is just like 5 Points, right? So I was in Southport doing a year, and then it was a Friday night, and these guys was on a tier, and they was rapping, and I was just in my cell like, damn, I like that. And I've always been a fan. I could quote this, I could quote that. We come up fans of the music, period.
Yes, sir.
We in a culture, right? But it was never my thing. And when I heard it, I was like, man, we'll write me a rhyme tomorrow. Now I'm in the box. I ain't got.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like you didn't have the time,
I'm
right?
a teenager, so.
Yo, I even started writing rhymes, and I never did that when I was in the box.
Right, so you're in the box, right? You know, I'm doing a year. I ain't got nothing to do, right? I'm like, I'm gonna write me a rhyme. And the next day, which was a Saturday morning, I wrote my first rhyme. And it was basically like I'm in my cell, living in hell.
Yeah.
You know,
You gotta start
something like
somewhere,
that.
though, right?
Exactly. So the idea of actually, and this is a time when we never really seen, anybody come out and actually become a star after doing a bid. It had never happened before. I was the first case study of that. You know what I'm saying? Of some guy coming home after
Changing his
doing
life.
10 years. We have never
Not being a rapper.
Not being a rapper.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Not being, that had never happened
Yeah.
before. And to get platinum status or any kind of accolades or any kind of, you know what I'm saying? We had never seen that. We had came close to seeing guys. And I'm talking about not like, not to take anything away from any one of the guys that did any kind of bid, but
Yes,
you know
sir.
the guys that did like 3, 4, 5, 4 years and all that. But we talking about a decade and more. Coming home and becoming a rapper. It had never. I was one of one. That had never happened before. And so when I was thinking about doing it, I was like, man, this shit ain't gonna work. Cause it never happened before. It was nobody that I could look at and be like, man, he did that.
He did it.
He did that, because you know we get inspired off of certain things.
Yeah.
So when I was calling home, I wouldn't tell nobody that I was rapping, because it didn't even sound right. Right? It didn't sound right.
Or
This ain't-
possible, like you didn't think others
Who
would
was gonna-
perceive it.
Yo,
as-
listen, let me tell you something. I had so much respect for my guys, and my guys had so much respect for me. Had I called any one of them, when I'm talking, I'm 7, 8 years in, and yo, what you gonna do when you come home?
God damn.
I'm a rap.
Yo.
What, nigga? You ain't no rapper. If I would have heard that, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Wow.
Because I was that insecure about it. If anybody that I really respected told me anything like that, while I was still in that state, if they would have said to me, "Fuck you talking about? You come home and rap, nigga? You bugging? You talking crazy? What?"
That's crazy.
I would have never did it, because I would have been like, you know what? You right. Fuck am I doing? I ain't no
That's why
rapper.
people say, yo, keep your shit to yourself.
So I kept it to myself for years. And because of that, because I was so afraid that if I was gonna speak to the right person or the wrong person, depending on how I was looking at it, that they would tell me something like that, because it was too far-fetched, right? Man, you 10 years, you don't come on and be a rapper. That it's not so much as hate, but it just, that hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, and
reality.
It wasn't a reality yet.
Especially where we from.
It wasn't a reality yet. Like, and this is not the time.
Yeah, but it makes sense though. Like, you know, like, cause like rapping, as like, you know, we were saying, it's about authenticity. You have that now.
Yeah, but
that's your competitive advantage.
Yeah,
you
but
got
now,
other
but
rappers
see, it's
that can't
different
say they
now.
did what he did.
Nah, but no.
But I hear what
now
you're
you
saying.
can,
I hear what you're saying.
because we done seen it happen so many times now, right? We didn't, you know, you go on Instagram now, and you know, this rapper's been shot this many times. This one did that many years in prison and all that. We talking about a time when this is before
No
social
internet.
media, no internet, like.
Mixtape era.
Like, niggas was stars. Whoever was out was stars. And you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I'm looking at Big and I'm like, man, I'm inspired by that. But I'm saying, this ain't happened for nobody. Now, I know, of course, dudes came home off bids and wanted to do that, but who it really happened for, like, in a way where it was like, nah, this dude, he did that. So I was that insecure about it, so I wouldn't tell nobody. I wouldn't tell none of my homies that I was speaking to, the guys that was sending me money, sending girls to see me, doing things for me, people I would not tell them.
Niggas in jail knew though.
Yeah, because whoever was close to me.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You know, may rest in peace on my man Shoeshine. We was next door to each other, and I was like, yo, what you think about this? And he told me one time, man, you ain't gonna go home and be no rapper, man. Come on. Word.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy.
Did you get to see him when you came out?
Absolutely, I seen
Okay.
everybody. I mean, honestly, he was the first person that really believed in me, because when I got out, I came out. So what happened was, I wound up telling my brother.
Yeah.
And I wound up telling my homie Dyke. And they was like, man, whatever you want to do. But by this time, it's like I'm within a year to come home.
So let me ask you this. I'm sorry. So when you first came home, were you on paper? Did you
Yeah,
have parole?
hell yeah, nigga. I went
Were
through
you
all that.
post-release, or did you have parole?
I had parole,
Okay, so
curfew, all that.
So would you say,
I went
because
through it all.
obviously now you have some direction, you know that you want to do this, and you know it's never been done, but you still want.
Yeah, I wanted to do it. And I
Did parole, did that hinder you, like from being able to, like,
Yeah,
stay home?
yeah, I did
So
a
that made it
violation
that
and all
much
that.
hard- yeah, it made it
I
that
came
much
out, the
harder.
nigga said, yo, listen. So the first day of parole, he said, because what I was trying to tell you is that I created, so my guy, he said, yo, whatever you want to do, we'll do. I say, I'm gonna do the music. He said, all right, boy, I'm gonna send you some books. Read up on this shit. He said, we can start our company. The name Hustle Hard, people associate that with me to this day.
Yeah.
I thought of that name while I was still in prison. I said, we gonna be hustle hard.
Yeah, that was
right?
you, man. On Hustle Hard.
So I thought of that before I even got out.
Yeah.
So when I came home, we had already established that, and I went to my parole office.
Damn.
And he said, so yeah, you got to get employment and all. I said, yo, I'm doing music. He said, what? He said, I'm doing music. He just kind of smirked like, come on,
This
like,
motherfucker here.
He's doing music really, like. And I was like, yeah, it's my company, Hustle Hard Entertainment.
No, you gotta have a job.
Right.
They want to see checks.
So they wanted it all.
Pay them taxes, you heard, bro?
Yeah.
Pay them taxes.
And I was like, yo, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. And I knew I wasn't doing it.
So
you know what I'm saying? I got violated for going to see my crimey, for going to visit him.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Where? And he was locked up?
Yeah, I went up and visited him. And I went back. I went to visit him on a Sunday. I went to see my parole officer on a Tuesday. He said, "How was your weekend?" I said, "It was cool." He said, "What did you do?" He said, "I said I was chilling, man. I ain't do much." He said, "Stand up, stand up." They bust in there. That violation feel like
Is that the parole shit?
I
90
never
days,
got
right?
violated.
Nah, I did a year. So I went. I did a year violation, and I was feeling like a failure. And then my son, my girl at the time was pregnant. I didn't find out that she was pregnant, and so I was only home for 5 months.
Okay.
But during that 5 months, I had made my first tape. I had linked up with one of my childhood buddies, my man Hood over here, right? He had everybody knew at this point that I wanted to do music. So Hood had a studio, my man GQ had his studio, so I was like ping-ponging, and we put together a CD, my first CD. So I felt like, damn, I did all that, and then I was like kind of like, in the hood with it, like passing them out, selling them, doing whatever I could to kind of get on, just to create the buzz. And then I caught a violation, and when I got violated, I found out that my girl was pregnant, and I was like, man, I got a year. The baby gonna be born while I'm here. You sure you want to do this? And she said, I'm having this baby. And that was a crazy time because I felt like that was probably lower than the whole bid I ever did. That was the lowest I ever felt.
Yeah, that violation.
Because I felt like I ain't gonna be shit. This ain't gonna work.
Because of what he's gonna miss.
Right. I'm not only that. I felt it
He
did.
missed more in that 1 year than he did.
But did the mixtape circulate though when you was locked up?
Not. I mean, in the hood it did.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And which that's what it was for. It was
Yeah.
for like getting my hood behind me. You know what I mean? Getting my my community.
That's where it starts. That's where it starts.
Right. So I was on my violation stress. Not wanting to do nothing, not wanting to speak to nobody, getting my visit, my girl coming to see me, her belly getting bigger at the time, right? So I'm like, this ain't never gonna happen for me, And then time was going, I was depressed. I was like really depressed because I felt like a failure. I felt like, this shit is just never gonna happen for me.
Made you make that visit?
Because bad information. Bad information.
How did they catch you though? What did they? What's your name?
Your name.
Yeah,
that's it.
Obviously, you got
That came up red.
valid ID.
Yeah, you got your ID.
So there was probably some kind of red flag. As soon as you put it to
Automatic.
like he's on paper, you
You
should
can't go visit nobody.
You've been right. You
gotta stay away
You've been in
from
the
it.
system.
consort him with known felons.
Yeah.
You've been in the system.
And especially it's this crime.
Fuck is you doing coming back up here to come
Yeah.
see a nigga?
Yeah, right.
It looks crazy.
Nigga, you crazy.
Even though he's on some positive shit, it looks
Well, at least
crazy.
you know I'm coming to see him. He
Yeah.
can't do anything. It's not like we're gonna
That-
go commit
yeah,
a
but
crime.
that's- that-
It's better
right.
than me seeing him out there.
They don't
you
give
know?
a fuck. They don't care nothing about
No,
that.
I know how they are.
They don't care nothing about that.
No,
Yeah,
they don't give a shit, man.
Yeah, we gonna sit you down for a whole 12 months. Like, damn, that's like a whole bid.
And you met this dude when you came out and all that. You was good for 5 months.
Met what you do.
The PO. You was already rocking with him for the 5 months, right? When you first came home.
He was a lame though. He was such a lame, corny nigga.
He was probably happy.
And it wasn't that he was happy. He was fake cool though. One of them niggas
Okay,
that
he
was
was one of them.
fake cool.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of them are.
with the fake cool. He was like, yeah.
I'm just doing my job type shit.
Yeah. No, because he'll tell you this. You got 1 million parole officers, right? There's 1 million in the building. So when you go there, they all got their own caseload. So when you go up, you go to the metal detector, then you go to the window. I don't know if it was you, and you say my last name, and I'm here for so and so. And you never know because they could say, oh no, you're with so and so now. We change. They never want you to get comfortable. So there was this one guy, they fake cool, like you said.
fake
He was
cool.
No, I was on probation.
You know, this guy Taylor, right? When he was not my parole officer, he was the nicest guy in the world. Hey, Brancato. He's called me Lillo. He's called me my first name in the whole way. And then when they said, you're with Taylor now, I'm thinking, yeah, baby, Taylor's good.
you're good.
Taylor's good, you know what I mean? I'm waiting. As soon as I go through the door, from Lillo, now he's calling me Brancato. We're going backwards.
Damn.
Right? So I'm like, what? So as soon as we go through the door, when you to the right is where you go piss in the cup.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're cool. They don't need that because they know this guy's all right. I don't have to do that. So then you just go down to his office. Because he knows I was good. As soon as we went through and he told me to go piss in the cup, I knew it was going to be a long.
It's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, you text him, he don't text you back 2-3 days later. You're waiting for permission. Can I go to a barbecue for the 4th of July? You know, this motherfucker. You ruined my whole holiday.
He hit you on the 8th. That was good. Yeah, you could go.
Yeah, no, but he don't. He don't hit you
Yeah,
back.
piece
So
of
you don't
shit.
want to go because you know what I mean?
Because you don't want to take no
Yeah,
chance
next
of
thing
him
you know,
popping
you're at the
up.
barbecue, you see him pull up. That's the type of guy he was. He would fuck his own holiday up to come lock you up.
God damn.
Yo, listen, man. When I came back home off the violation, I had decided, fuck it, I'm going to try it again. So I came back home. My son was 3 months old. He was 3 months old when I got home. And I said, fuck it, I'm coming back. Hood, let's go. Let's figure it out. We came back.
Shouts to Hood, man.
And I had got caught up with parole again. I was under investigation. They found money on me. I was going through it, right? And then they gave me this white parole officer. She was the worst. I forgot her name, but she was something sick. Like, this lady ain't have no life, right? They gave me a 7 o'clock curfew. How you gonna give a grown man a 7 o'clock
9
curfew?
o'clock's early. Think about
Yo,
7.
listen,
Yeah.
right, 9
And you
o'clock
want
was
him
the
to work,
curfew.
too, at that.
9 is early, too.
You want him to work at that.
Right, but I'm saying I'm doing music. I ain't getting no job. I never got no
absolutely.
job.
Yeah.
Straight up. I'm telling you, but see what happened was they had found like maybe like $3,000 on me. You know how they search you sometimes when you coming in. They found that, and then they searched my truck. They was like, "Oh, you driving? You got a Lexus?" I had the Lexus truck back then, right? And then it had, in the truck it was a bunch of pictures, and in the pictures was other fellas. you remember all this? Because y'all was taking me down there sometime, and Hank used to have to drive me. Because I'm driving, I ain't had no license. I'm going through it. Beefing with my baby mother. She calling my parole officer. It was crazy. I was going through it, and I was going through. I thought I was going back to jail. And what I used to do was, because then my dream, I was like, man, I got to keep rapping. And I would go home at 7 o'clock and then come back out to the studio to go to GQ at like 1 in the morning, 12 o'clock, 1 in the morning. Do you know this lady would be in front of my house stalking?
No.
I would get ready to come out at like, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., and I would like look, and she would be right outside. Like, this is crazy.
That was technically the next day, though.
Absolutely, didn't matter. You can't. You're not supposed to come out
until 6 in the morning.
Into the morning. Yeah. One time she called me, and I was in the studio. It was like 2 in the morning. I was like, I'm asleep. I'm asleep.
What the fuck is you doing? I'm
The
sleeping.
music playing, like, so yeah, it was. I was dealing with a lot. So what I had to do to get around that was, because I knew I was hot in Brooklyn because of, for whatever reason. So I had to, you know what? I'm moving to Queens. I had met this dude, man. He saved my life.
God bless him.
And let me tell you what he did for me. My man Mo, his man, what's his man? His man name was Tyson. I can't remember what his name was, and they're gonna be mad at me if I forget his name. But he said, I got this lady, she cool. She live in Queens. She'll let you use her address. Cause I didn't have an address that I could use. So I had moved my mom to Atlanta, so she wasn't even here, right? So I was like, damn. I bet. He said, yo, you could use the address if you need to stay. It's cool. And I ain't even know this lady. So he introduced me to this lady I didn't even know. I went to see her, and I was like, give her a few dollars or whatever. I'm going to say you my cousin. And she said, bet. She had about 5 kids. Swear to God.
New York shit.
I went to the parole office and said, here, this is my address. I'm moving. This is my cousin. This is my female cousin. And they was like, all right, bet. And they went and they, you know how they
Check the crib.
check the crib and all that. I would go over there and just sit on the couch. And they would come and I'd be like, hey, what's going on? Where you sleep at? Yeah, I sleep over here. You know, so I played this game for like a year. Wow. And then, but by that time that was happening, may rest in peace, K Slay. I was getting heard.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
We was going to see K Slay.
I hear his voice now.
We
Hustle hard.
Yeah, we was going to see DJ Enough and Clue and Envy and all of, you know, I was on a mixtape, so I started bubbling and, you know, and Smack DVDs started coming out. And, you know, even though I wasn't living there, that was the address. So when people was first starting to hear me, that was my address.
Yeah, nigga from Queens.
So,
you got another one.
So, around the time that I got off, I was getting off parole, like it was getting like
How long,
last
how
year.
many years
I had
did you
5 years parole. I had like, but I had 4, yeah, it was, so when 4 years, right? So when that was winding down, I was starting to get a little popular locally, and then I knew it was making a difference because now my PO was, when I was coming in, like, what up, Maino? So that was changing. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's changing. And then I started hanging around
Yeah,
Kim.
you was going viral.
Right, and then we started moving around, so they started to let me do what I wanted. And then they had that thing where they wanted you to pay.
Yeah, the
So
supervision fee.
somebody told me,
Yeah,
somebody,
you gotta pay it. They let you do whatever then. It's $30
that's the
a month.
game.
Okay.
Here. Once I started paying that, I had owed like $600 and back. I went over there and gave the whole $600. I'm going to Miami.
It's called a supervision.
I'm
Another
going-
six.
I'm going
You
to
gotta
Mi-
pay them to supervise
That's
you.
100%. I'm going to Miami and we're getting on a private jet. He said, yeah, do whatever you do. Do whatever you do.
Did he
right?
get you for addresses and all that where the hotel? I
Nah.
had to do all that.
Once I started paying,
Paid off.
and he knew that, all right, this dude is really doing something because I actually hear him.
And to be honest, this before
Yeah.
the internet, he was
Yeah.
outside.
So
doing mixtapes and all that.
once that was happening, he was hearing me because he would say, yo, I heard you last night. Like it was visible. So it all started to work out, and then I got off parole and we had an off parole party, and I was so happy to be off parole. I would have smoked crack. Yeah, I would have sniffed coke. I ain't never sniffed coke a day in my life, but if that off parole, like you don't understand how happy
Yeah. You had your life
I
back.
was, right? Because
I'm off this month.
I would have,
Oh yeah.
if somebody would have passed me a pipe to smoke and said, and I would have been, what's that? They said, nigga, that's crack. I would have smoked it because that's how happy I was to be off parole.
Yeah.
We had a party, my nigga. I was, oh my God, I couldn't believe it because this is fine. Like all these years, I never had my own, like I was just felt confined to like having to report, watch my back because I don't know if they coming tonight, you know, check in. Man.
Yo, you changed your life,
Man,
my brother, man.
that was crazy.
God bless you.
Yeah,
man.
I always knew that, you know what, I can't change this parole. And I can't fight it either. Because
can't fight it.
It's going to be what it is.
Right.
So, you know, psychologically, mentally, I just roll with the punches. I never try to. And you pay that supervision fee, and you have that good. But yeah, when you know what I mean. I hear you had a lot of, you know.
Right, but that's the thing though. It makes no sense to try to fight it, right?
No, yeah.
No, you
Because
can't,
you
'cause
fight
you
it because all you're gonna do is fight yourself, and all you're gonna do is hurt yourself in the long run. Because at the end of the day, they got a job to do, right? And you should understand that you got a job to do, and your job is to stay free.
Stay out of
This is the
trouble.
art of freedom right here. Actually understanding that what the climate is, and understanding what you got to do. I'm on parole. I can't get off by fighting it,
No,
so I got to do it.
absolutely.
You
right.
know?
You got to just roll with
All
it.
right, so Maino, I got a quick question for you, right? You've been viral, podcasts, music, acting, cooking shows. Like you literally have done it all.
Not a cooking show, but yeah.
Something like that I heard.
Yeah.
All right, but you everywhere. You got your hand.
Talk.
You got your
Well, what
foot
is it?
everywhere.
What is it exactly?
No, I had started a podcast a few years ago. It was called Kitchen Talk, and we was actually like, you know, we always hang out in the kitchen, so we shot it in the kitchen.
Okay.
And-
No, but I was talking about some shit you had on couches,
Yes,
and
we was
even on the
couch.
gram,
But
even on the gram.
But that couch was in the kitchen.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's how my kitchen set up. It's like we got a couch in the kitchen.
Okay.
And we would have guests. And
Bobby Shmurda.
I had a lot of people on there.
Yeah, you
Bobby
was
Shmurda,
that
Fat
shit
Joe,
was mega
a bunch of
viral
people.
before Instagram changed the algorithm. You was
Yeah.
like all that ply shit, all them fucks jumping up on the. You was there. You was there. You was all over the gram.
Yeah.
So now, you on syndicated radio as a co-host, right, with Angela. How has that transformed you as a person, and do you like it?
Nah, I'm a hustler, man. It ain't. I've already, you know what I mean, submitted to the grind, man.
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I mean. I'm already been committed. You understand? So that radio thing is good because it opened up my brand to different things. You understand? So it's a whole, that radio world is a whole, right? It's a whole nother world. So it's like, although I don't work for iHeart, but you know I work in conjunction. You
Your
know,
foot is in the door.
Angela Yee is my dog, and that opened me up for so many other different opportunities that I've been able to, you know, take advantage of just from coming up there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I love the fact you're up there, man. We fans. Even in Florida, we tapped in. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So when I got to work up there a couple of days with you, I was still. I ain't gonna.
I remember you came
I
up,
dropped the bag because I was smoking in the morning, which I should have came in focus and come to rock with y'all because from what I seen after I watched the show. Y'all not fucking around.
It's
you
a
up
real
there.
thing, it's
You know
real
what I
thing.
mean? You are the brand. Angelique's the brand. You know what I mean? Y'all like Mike and Pippin right now, rocking. You feel me? So I'm proud of y'all, man.
It's good chemistry though.
I love
Did
it.
you
I
ever
love
feel
it.
like, you know, after, like, you know, coming out and stuff like that, did you ever feel that it was maybe easy to revert back to your old ways? Did you ever feel that pull? Like, shit, man, one fucking bad decision and I know I could be right back where I was?
You always one bad decision in life,
Absolutely.
whether you've been in prison or not. You know,
But did you ever contemplate that? Because you got a baby moms, you got
Right.
you know you're trying to navigate this music career and this,
Right.
you know, and you got parole looming and all this other bullshit. Did it ever did you ever get to the point where you just were gonna say like fuck it? Like was it ever hard?
yeah,
for
it
you
was
to
time.
stay
It was time. It
on
was
the right
times.
path?
Yeah, it was times because I never lied to myself while I was in prison. I wasn't the nigga saying, "Oh, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna be different." I didn't. I'm not even gonna sit up here and tell you I came home and I was like a different person. I think that you know what prison had done for me was open my eyes to to look at different things. But the core of me, I felt like was still with certain things, right? And I didn't come home and was not back in the street somewhat. So I still had a foot there, right? There was still things happening there, right, that I may have been involved with. But at the same time, the difference was I had a focus and a dream that was separate from that. So no matter what I was going through in the street, what I was going through at home, what I was going through with parole, I had a purpose. So all of those things that was like, I felt like that was
Could have been distractions.
right. I used those things as fuel.
Fuel.
You know.
Low key.
You saw the bigger picture. The
Yeah,
bigger picture.
absolutely.
What sign are you? What's your
I'm a
sign?
Virgo.
You a Virgo?
Got the same birthday.
Y'all different, bro.
August 30th.
Yo, brother, my favorite
birthday,
sister's a
man.
Virgo, you heard?
It's my birthday.
My sister, my favorite, and she's focused.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
focused, yeah.
They be trying to downplay us, where we come from, you know what I mean?
Who tried to downplay you?
They, like, no, not, just minority. They try to, like, the people who are sort of in charge, they try to downplay us, like, oh, y'all from the hood, y'all never gonna amount to shit. Look, you've been locked up over a decade. That's bullshit. I don't believe in that shit. But I just want to say, we are like we are pictures that it can grow. Like, we don't have to be in the Bronx forever. You don't have to be in Brooklyn forever.
Listen, it ain't about where you from, right? Circumstances are circumstances. They got a ghetto, there's poverty everywhere, right? How you start doesn't determine how you finish, right?
Yes, sir.
So once you get a hold of your spirit and who you are,
Yes, sir.
that doesn't determine just because you grew up in poverty, you know.
You gotta
'cause
end up there.
We come from poverty, man. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
my father was a crack addict, you know, who died when I was 13, 14. My mother, battled her, had her issues, and, and she passed, a few years ago. So, like, but at the end of the day, we can't make we can't have those things be excuses for what we're going through today.
Absolutely.
Right?
No,
We
a
can't.
lot of
What you
people
said,
do.
That's got to be
Yeah.
the fuel. There's
Yeah.
got to be a purpose
A
for
lot
that
of people
pain.
do.
You went through pain, you
Yeah.
struggle, and Arnold Schwarzenegger said it best. This is what gives
Yeah.
you the passion inside to be the
Right.
best in the world. You need that struggle.
The fact that I come from shit, welfare, and all that shit,
Right.
I love it because it makes me go harder.
I wouldn't have no other way.
You know what I mean? I love it.
I wouldn't. I love that I'm a nigga. You understand? I wouldn't have it no other way. Like
I love
wouldn't
it.
want I wouldn't want to be nothing else. Let me tell you something, man. I wouldn't want to be nobody other than me. You understand me? Right? So, because I understand that ain't nothing feel greater than the moment right now. Right? We free. We alive. We healthy. We still out here doing business. There's still opportunity to attract. Fuck, don't nothing feel better than being alive right now.
Alive
free.
and healthy, and I see that
And
you
free.
emphasize,
Yeah.
put an emphasis on your health, as we spoke about before.
I try
Eating
to
right and
balance.
stuff
Yeah,
like
I try.
that.
I can't. Listen, I'm not one of those niggas that's eating leaves, right? But I try to balance it. You
Right.
know?
I see, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you a good dude, man.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
for real, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. You know? I've seen people like you, straight savages.
Yeah. Yeah.
Savages, not playing. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
And you come from
Yeah.
so from you to be where you at right now is inspiring, man.
thank
And it
you.
makes me
And
happy.
obviously, the hip hop game today is a lot different than when you came up.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the still a lot of the same rules and the same principles still apply.
Well,
so
the business is different. Yeah.
but what advice would you give to a young rapper coming up today?
Be yourself, man. Be yourself. Like I even tell my son, you know, it's the game, and I've been saying this for years. The game is not a sprint; it's a marathon. Like, you got to be here, so
Absolutely
it has to
right.
become you. You got to submit and commit to the grind. The commitment, though, excuse me. The commitment is with anything you do, right? See, the greatest thing about right now is that you don't have to just rap.
You can do everything.
You can act, you can rap, act, produce, you know, write, do clothes. Like, as long as you can figure out and manage your time and be committed to those things, man,
Brother man.
the prospects is endless, man.
Barbers are
Yeah.
acting like fucking rappers when
I'm
you
trying
go
to
in
tell
there
you.
and see them. Like, nobody's playing with their grind no more, especially
No.
if they good at it.
Well,
Because
you
of
know
the thing, because the
You gotta
the end,
respect
because
that shit.
the end result is what? The end result is finances, right? And it doesn't matter how you get it, that you get it. You got niggas outside running around talking about, what? I get more money than rappers, what? Right? So it don't matter if you're a rapper. And the thing about being a rapper is not to me, is as special as it used to be.
It's not.
It's not. You know what I mean? Because I just think that anybody can be a rapper.
Right now, you got a following. You could rap some garbage. Oh my God, it's lit.
It's not. No. It's not that it's garbage, right?
No, I mean like literally
But-
garbage.
but-
Like a
but
lot of streamers is trying to rap.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
trash.
but that's not my point. My point is
Okay,
this:
my bad.
it ain't no rites to passage. Meaning, there's no standard in being an artist, right? You can't just wake up and be an NBA player just because you felt like it. You can't be a boxer, a professional boxer, just because you feel like it, right? You can't be none of these things just because you feel like it. There's a standard. There's a process to become a professional, and music is not like that. You can just
Wake up and just want to do it. And
say,
do
yo,
it.
you know what? Fuck it. Let's go put some equipment in the basement and just be a rapper, right? So that's the thing. So it's not special, right? It's not special with being an artist, because anybody can be that. So I think, you know, years ago it was that. I think, you know, before technology made it easier for you to just be that.
And social media.
The technology and then
them
social
fucking
media.
curse.
See, the technology first, because the technology allowed people to just be able to do what you only used to be able to do in big studios. Now you can do it in your hotel room.
From a
Right?
fucking iPhone 16.
Now the social media made it now. So once you finish in your makeshift studio, your basement, the hotel room, your bathroom,
Put it out.
now you could pick up your phone and just be who you want to be, and that's the difference. I'm not saying I'm not down in it. I'm just saying I don't think it's special, the word rapper, as it used to be. So when I used to look at being a rapper, I was like, man, we gonna get out the streets.
Yeah.
We gonna use music as rap to be out the streets. Now it's just like, yo, so this guy's a rapper, and I ain't never heard of him. Don't make me feel like nigga, I'm missing something.
That's what I love about you.
I ain't fucking heard of this nigga. Like everybody's a fucking rapper. I can't. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? I can't. Don't make me feel like I'm missing something.
And you don't gotta know for him to be popping. Like,
nah, lit.
Like he could be lit.
Lit in his own world, 100%.
That's what I love about you. That you done did. You do a little bit of everything. You're not just playing with music. You playing with
no. Because that's
you're a businessman.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the great. That's what's great about where we at today, is that you can do all these things. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was laughing at.
Niggas was gatekeeping back in the day.
Other artists for doing different things, for modeling. Or, they were saying niggas was selling out and all that. And nigga, we try to sell out. Nigga. Bring me that liquor deal. Come on, yeah. You want me to model?
Bring that Kif outfit.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, it's just building a brand, and that's just what it is, and just trying to get it, man. Stay out the way.
You was doing a show too, wasn't you?
Yeah, I got a show. It's called New Maino, definitely.
Okay, what was that about?
No, so we had shot the first episode, and we put it out on In the Black Network, but we actually gonna shoot the next six episodes. So yeah, we did that on our own with my man James DuBose. Yeah, that's dope. So it's like a urban Kirby enthusiasm. So
Any
you can
Puerto
see it,
Rican, Dominican in your blood?
Yeah. My grandmother my grandmother and my grandfather was West Indian, but my grandmother's mother was I think Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
I see the hair. Yeah. That's why I asked. Yeah. My man shit is lit. Todavía. Hey, yo, TT, we got Maino in the building, TT.
I know you got some other, things going. Tell us about, some of your other endeavors. You mentioned earlier that you have a restaurant in Chelsea.
I'm part of the Chelsea House. A lot of people know about it. It's lit.
It's lit.
It's lit. Come by anytime on 9th Avenue.
What kind of cuisine? American?
It's on 9th between 24th and 25th. We got most people come for the seafood boils or the steak or the lamb chops, but those salmon bites is what people love.
We got people coming from all over the world for the salmon bites.
Are you ever there? Do you make
I'm
appearances
there. Yeah.
How many times a week?
I'm in and out. Sometimes a week might go by and I'm not there, but
Right.
or a week goes by and I'm there 2-3 times. You know what I mean?
You might see him grabbing them salmon bites.
Well, you gonna see me?
I head down there for some salmon bites.
Yeah, pull up.
But I definitely would like
pull up.
Nah, I'm pulling up. I'm telling you, my birthday's the 15th. I swear to God, I'm there.
Pull up.
We there.
Let
We
me
there.
know.
We gonna come show some love.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what it's about.
Yeah,
keeping
absolutely.
the money in the family.
100%.
So, what do you do, times, have you been steadily busy since, it's 20 years you've been on, but do you ever, where there's those down times?
Man, let me tell you
deal
something.
With depression and stuff like that?
I've been up in this game. I've been riding high. I've been feeling low. I've been depressed. I've felt every feeling it is to feel. Right?
It goes with the territory. That's
I
the way
just
it
never
is.
gave up.
Right.
And the thing is, about being busy, I like to be busy. Right? I like to have days that's packed up, you know what I mean? When you got shit going on, it just reminds me that we alive and we doing something. That we've been in this game. We got
sought
purpose.
after. People were sought after.
100%.
We got shit,
So yeah, it's good. But I done felt everything you could feel, man.
So what do you do when you're down? During times of depression, how do you cope with that?
I don't get that way no more. Nah. I wake up every day happy and blessed.
My man's outside.
No matter what I'm going through, you know what I mean? It could be way worse.
Just train your mind to say, hey, listen.
I trained myself.
Whatever bad shit I got going on, it's somebody out there.
And then I learned how to measure my expectations, right? So it's like, it was times when I felt like people in this game was really my friends. And I'm a loyal nigga. We'd go leave a nigga in the motherfucking side of the road for you, right? But, nigga... You ain't called me in a year.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
But,
I was one of the first lit motherfuckers on the gram, I was popping when we had the 15-second video, super viral, had Q fucking with me, had Nicky Jam from everybody. But once, and I was always, you know, on the drugs. But once shit fell off the rails, the phone stopped ringing. Everybody, I'm talking about everybody that's out here, even selling millions of records, they was all fucking with Loopy. Like, yo, Loopy, you that nigga, you my cousin, we love you. Once you hit the fan and motherfucker fell off the map, they ain't even come. I don't want no money. They ain't even come check on my health, man. Like I said, my man Steve was the one always, yo, I'm a big fan, I love you. We want to do better. We want to see you in a better place. And no matter how many times I fell, I swear to God, no cap, Steve was always there. And even gave me jobs after. And I done fucked up. Once I got paid, I relapsed.
Well, you had somebody that really believed in you.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, the average person in this game and in this industry, they just there and around you for what
that clout.
What you can do for them,
yeah,
how they can benefit
at
from
that
you.
moment. If you valuable in that moment, then they with you. But the key is to not even take it personal.
Yeah.
Right.
That was my thing. I always took it personal.
The key is what you said before. Expectations.
Yeah.
You've been there, you've done
personal.
that, and now you know not to expect people when the shit hits the fan to be there because you've seen it already.
So
and
we
if
not
you
even
manage your expectations the right way, you'll never get let down, and life is gonna be a breeze.
But the key is to create so much of your own motion that you ain't even got time to be thinking about what people doing, how they feel about you, who they calling you or not. I mean, I don't care.
Loopy
what
2.0
what
is
you
active.
doing? I don't even know who you. What? How? Who? What? Nigga, we got motion. We got our own shit going on, and that's the thing. And that's how you. Because when you keep looking towards other people, you're always gonna get let down. A human gonna let you down.
That shit
Because that's the nature of being a human. It's human nature.
Right, but because a lot of times, you know, people they looking to be reassured or they looking to be validated by others. I ain't looking for it. I don't even care, nigga, like at all.
And you shouldn't.
Like,
You should.
Absolutely, and that was not my thing. My thing was like, damn, y'all all used to love me.
But that's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You looking towards them because you felt like there was love there. It was never love.
Because they, at one point,
it was only.
you're talking numbers.
You see what I'm
Social
saying?
media is a whole world full of numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got 12 million. He's got this. And you had those numbers, and you were feeling validated by the whole presidents.
So when it stopped, you was looking like, yo, what up?
Yo,
You
where
still
my
looking
niggas?
towards them.
Yeah.
I'm saying, get in your car, no matter how fast it's going, drive, nigga. Don't look this side or that side.
Loopy 2.0
Well,
is
think
activated.
about it. You know the horses? You ever see the horses? They got the blinders
They
on,
don't-
bro.
all day.
Just so they go straight.
Absolutely,
They don't want to
absolutely.
concentrate nothing and get thrown off like that.
Yeah.
And that's for a reason. And that's
So
the
listen,
way we got to be as
before
humans.
we go, Maino, if you got anything going on,
Nah, so, man, shit, nigga. Like,
if you got anything upcoming, because
man, we got a lot of shit coming. Just look, just get with it, man.
you got a YouTube channel and all that where people can subscribe and everything?
Maino TV.
Okay, that's it. Y'all already heard of Maino TV,
for
man.
being on the
Make
show.
sure you follow
Thank
my
you,
brother,
man.
tap
Appreciate
in.
you, man.
This is one of the good ones, man.
Yeah.
We not fucking with no frauds up here. Only from the heart. I appreciate you, Maino.
It's all love.
My brother, man.
Love.
Yes.
That was great.
I appreciate it. That was a great show,
Yeah,
man.
flow
I learned a lot right there.
You feel like you got everything, you know, that
I got you.